Greetings, HBG Productions, Hayden here, with a quick little video, kind of a bit of an uploading spree at the moment. Just a little quick video for you on the iBook G4. I did promise a while ago that I would do a video on it. I think actually when I unboxed the machine, I was like, yeah, I'll do a video on it. I didn't. I forgot. So yeah, that's the thing. Hopefully in this video I won't actually lose the remote that goes with this tripod setup. But yes, this is a... Just trying to break my neck looking into the camera. Ooh, the random arm attack. Ooh. Yeah, that's in frame. There's a 14-inch, and he said 15. 14-inch iBook G4. You may recognise this from such unboxings as Care Package 2020 from Take2K, and a few other videos and bits that I've done regarding it. Obviously not too many, been a bit lax on the video front. But this is quite a nice example of an iBook G4 14-inch. Back of the lid being white polycarbonate and being a used machine. It's got some war wounds. Yeah, it's good. It's got some war wounds. It's seen some action over the years, shall we say. You know, nothing affecting performance. Bottom, again, missing feet. Normal for these. Battery that holds a charge, which is very nice. It is a third-party replacement, but it's a very good third-party replacement. It holds a good hour and change worth of charge. It's not the best, it's not the worst. So yeah, not a bad machine. Pretty stock iBook G4. Right hand side you got power and optical. Optical drive does work. I believe Take2K serviced it. If not, it's probably due a service, so I'll get her input on that one, because yeah, she's the queen of refurbing CD drives. Power jack, when I got it, Take2K had to hot wire some jump cables into the support. I was able to source a replacement DC jack for the iBook. On these, it's nice. The DC jack is a separate board, and it just connects to the logic board, very much like a MagSafe connector. It's all a separate board, so again, not too painful if it needs to be serviced. Unless you can't find one, then you're in trouble. On the front, latch, and there's a little sleep light LED in there. When Apple used to put LEDs on computers, not anymore. And on this side, you've got something that any modern MacBook user will cry over, a thing called ports. I own a 2017 MacBook Pro. You know it's bad when a 2003, 2004 computer has more ports than your 2017 Pro. My iMac, which is here, has more ports, which is really insultive. So yeah, Apple, why? Well, I don't know why, it's because they want some more iPads. In the inside, generally pretty good condition. Again, missing little rubber bumpers. The latch works, which is good. Sometimes the latches do fail on these PowerBooks and iBooks. Keyboard, it's seen some action. Some of the keys have rubbed off. It's gone slightly yellow. Am I going to replace the keyboard? No. Does the keyboard work? Yes. I'm not changing out the keyboard for the sake of a few key caps. If I found another one of these cheap for parts, you know, and it's got a better quality keyboard on it or better keycaps, I might consider replacing the keycaps. Overall, it's, you know, not badly built. You know, the screen has a bit of wobble to it, but it's not completely floppy. You know, at least if you put it in a position where it stops wiggling, it stays in the position. It hasn't, they're not collapsed or failed. Just take out the iMac instead. Wonder which one would survive through each other. Only main issue I've noticed with the iBook is the right hand speaker doesn't always work, or if it does work, it's very rarely. other than that, less speakers fine, and obviously headphones are a thing. Currently, it is just running Tiger. This machine isn't one of the ones that can support Classic natively. It supports Classic mode, but it does not support natively booting OS 9. This one's just a little bit too new for the privilege. A little bit annoying, you know. I do like my OS 9 portables, but again, obviously, if I ever have the urge for OS 9, I've got its slightly more orange sibling to do OS 9. So, portable-ish OS 9 machine, portable PowerPC machine. So, you know, not the end of the world. You know, it could be far worse. Try not to bump the tripod. Sorry about that. Jump cut and all that. Camera decided it was going to stop recording. Well, phone stopped recording. So as I was saying, this machine has its stock hard drive in it, stock optical drive. Has been upgraded to its maximum RAM, which is 1.25 gig. It's 1.33 gigahertz PowerPC G4, and it's got the ATI Radeon 9200 mobile GPU. It doesn't currently have airport, so if anyone has an airport extreme card that will fit an iBook G4 and they're willing to sell it for a decent price, let me know. But that's pretty much the main thing. Oh, the CD drive is the super drive. It does burn CDs and DVDs, which nice. You know, nothing worse than not being able to burn a disc. If I ever need to burn a disc for any of my other legacy Macs, this is the one I use because A, it has a working CD drive, and 2, it's portable. So, you know, I can just quickly set it up somewhere, burn my disc, job done. Being OS 10 Tiger as well, it still mostly networks nicely with modern Mac OS and stuff. But the only thing it won't talk to easily is the Windows server I have. But again, I'm not too worried about classic Macs not talking to Windows servers. But on that note, might as well turn it on, you know, get a feel for it. So yeah, this is running off its battery. Yeah, nice healthy chime. Typical PowerPC takes a few hot minutes to bring up the display, but once it's done its thing and it warms up, there we go, on comes the display. There's a few limbs, like pressure marks, wear marks on the LCD. Again, not enough for me to warrant replacing the LCD. You know, until it completely fails, I'm not going to bother. I think somewhere like this side there's a random dead pixel. Again, not changing it. So there is, but up pretty quick. 95% battery. Yeah, I was using it the other day. You know, it's just been sat doing what iBooks do best. Trackpad's good. It's not one of the later ones with the multi-touch. This is one of the ones before they brought in the multi-touch of trackpad gestures, or basic gestures. But yeah, just quickly, let's check the drive. It's an 80 gig drive. Only used about 12 gigs. I recently reloaded the OS. I did have Leopard on here. It ran Leopard fine, but personally, I remember these running Tiger. I used to use one of these when I was still in secondary school, up in the library, because I spent a lot of time in the library, because going outside and playing sports wasn't my idea of fun. I used to hide in the library a lot, and the librarian happened to have one of these machines, and I used to play with it. Well, I think she had a newer one, but yeah. So yeah, 8 gig drive, this is what it's shipped with, and again, 1.33 G4, it's the 7450E variant, and again, 1.25 gigs of DDR1 memory, so PC 100-ish. 512 cache, 133 bus, you know, nothing just too bad. The hard drive is a Fujitsu, really quiet. You can just hear the spindle motor. You know, if you're really taxing the machine, you can hear it a little bit more. But overall, it's pretty quiet. Even the fans, more fan. Texas Instruments audio, absolutely awesome sounding laptop for audio wise. I always tend to prefer the sound characteristics and profiles of these old PowerPC Macs. Don't know why, but I do. You know, I will happily listen to an full album on one of these for a good pair of headphones. No Bluetooth on these. Obviously, it's passive sound off sticks. Disc burning. It's the Apple SuperDrive, so supports DVDs and CDs. Obviously, no fiber channel. We have FireWire, and we've got the 9200 mobility. Luckily, this is the model where they didn't put the GPU on the underside of the logic board. The iBook I used to use at school, or secondary school, was one of the models where it had the GPU on the underside of the logic board, which heat, age, and time would cause the chip to come loose, and it would then cause the machine to fail. Luckily, this model is not one of those. The GPU is on the top side, so underneath the keyboard area. Obviously, memory, we've got the 256 soldered to the logic board, and then we have the 1GB module in the expansion bay. Again, that's the only one of the big problems with these iBooks is as well is that, you know, that built-in RAM fails the machine. And the camera cut off again. I think it must have a recording limit. As I was saying about the RAM on these, obviously if the onboard RAM fails, you've got some bad luck there, and it won't work, or it will have instability. But again, not the end of the world. No PC cards in this one. No PCI, obviously. No SCSI. Power. It's relatively stock stuff in here. Nothing dramatic to worry about. Obviously detects its battery. It sees 44 cycles on this replacement battery, which is pretty good. I do have the genuine Apple charger for it, which is great. I've used one of those, you know, somewhat questionable replacements. Nothing in printers, nothing in SATA, and obviously USB 2. So this is why this is also great for burning stuff for the older Macs, is it has USB 2.0 ports. So if I need to pull stuff off a memory stick or anything, it doesn't take a week. Whereas if I try and use that USB sticks on the iBook G3, go make a cup of tea, you know, walk the dog sort of thing, whilst it's thinking about doing stuff. Not fun. But that's system profiler, nothing really particularly exciting on that front. On the dock situation, just a standard OS X Tiger setup. 10.4 Fox, 7450, so the optimized version for the newer PowerPC G4s. iTunes, I have put iLife 05 on here, so it does have iPhoto, iDVD and iMovie. You're wrong there. Got GarageBand, and we've also got the Apple iWork suite. I believe this is iWork 09. In terms of other software, I have got Classic installed, just in case I want to try and run some old OS 9 games on this machine. It runs okay, but again, most OS 9 software does run better if it's run natively on proper OS 9 machines. And the overall software on this machine is Toast Titanium for burning discs and stuff. There is a copy of Halo for Mac on here. It actually runs that quite well. And no, there's one other program. Nope. Obviously, I have reloaded this recently, so obviously some stuff is missing. Other than that, no, that's pretty much it. No documents really, no movies. Got a couple of songs and albums on here just to obviously, you know, listen to or play with when I'm on this machine. But yeah, that's it. Battery saying it's got about 4 hours at 93%. You know, your mileage may vary. But overall, really gorgeous machine. I I like it. Obviously, people have their opinions of these old iBooks. Very much the predecessor to the white MacBooks that obviously followed afterwards. Obviously doesn't have the same problems as the white MacBook with the chipping palm rests, which is quite nice. So yeah, kind of makes you wonder. About the biggest gripe I have with all the iBooks, and probably some of the PowerBooks as well, is that if you want to change something like the hard drive, you need to completely gut the entire machine nearly, which is an absolute pain in the backside. Yeah. That's about the only major thing I really dislike about all the iBooks and most of the PowerBooks is that, yeah, if you want to change the drive, you've got to gut it. And yeah, that's not fun. But hey, either way, that's just a quick little video on the iBook G4. If you've got any comments, suggestions, things I should try on this machine, let me know. Obviously, taking a chainsaw to it or setting it on fire is not an option. But, you know, any games, apps, whatever, give us a shout, drop us a message or a comment, and yeah, we'll give it a shot. You know, it's a pretty beefy iBook for its time. I think it'll do alright. So yeah, on that note, this has been HB Productions. Hayden signing off. Keep safe, and yeah, enjoy.